So, I found a different way of forcing units into buildings. I thought I would share that. So it's something called LoiterPoints and ObservationPoints. So basically you put these points inside the building and you tell a waypoint to use them, search for them, and then it just places them. Interestingly enough, you can also tell them to like do different animations. So this guy's just told to sit. Sadly, this guy did not understand that he can sit, but hey, at least he's in there. And these guys down here are just doing loiter animation. Doesn't look super great when they're all standing right next to each other and doing the same animation, but it's what it is. And this guy, Rogue. He's a different thing. I will show that in a moment, what I was trying to make happen with that guy. If we spawn some units down here, we can see that they will start engaging. They will move around, engage. So they're still inside the defend waypoint. So they will still defend it. They're not gonna attack because the defend waypoint is like this big or something. So they're still gonna do that. This guy who was sitting down is gonna do AI things and, you know, lay down inside a building. That makes perfect sense. This guy doesn't know how to open doors. So he's just stuck in there. Nice little surprise. And these guys are standing on getting the high ground and shooting. And this guy's, you know, an AI. So once the threat is over, delete that guy, that guy. They should, oh, they already, no, they didn't. Holy fuck, what are you doing? They should return to their points. They're saying no. Guys. Okay, guess this is one of those cases where they will not do what they have done 1,000 times. Welcome to working with AI. At least that guy has returned to his post. These guys are roughly where they're supposed to be. I guess that guy's still in danger, I don't know. Yeah, of course they're not gonna do it. Right, let me show you. You set this up. So as said, we have a waypoint, this one. It's just covering all of the loiter points, all of the observation points. In this waypoint, we have fast init. So when they are spawning inside this point, that means they are already at the waypoint completion radius. So when they get there, they're just instantly gonna do a search for these observation points. And if it finds them, it's just gonna put the units there immediately. If you have this thing off, they should, not great at it, but they should find this area and then find all of the observation points and slowly move to them and stand there and stuff. You can add multiple, add more if you want. And not, like, you don't need to add more of the same type. You can also decrease this one. So this means that they're gonna use 50% of the observation, sorry, of the tags, of the points, and everything else is just gonna go into like a defense position. Like I think they're just gonna walking around or something. And observation points are here. Okay. So observation points is just this AI smart action. You can do some things in here. So this is the tags they're searching for. Again, you can change this if you want to do something more custom. Not completely sure I understand this, why it's like this. I think it means like they're looking in that direction. So X25 in front of them, and I think that's like this direction. Not completely sure, but seems to be working that way. This I could not get to do anything. That just always stands no matter what I do. This I have not played around with, but if it works the way this thing says, that could be interesting. Loiter animation is where you can tell him to sit, loiter. Those guys down below was loitering. And these guys up here, I think are just, yeah, they're just none. They're not doing anything. They're just standing and looking. These loiter points down below, stand and loitering. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have no idea what the difference is between these two. But this guy seemed to be more stationary in a position, where these guys were running around. No idea. But it's there. There's also cover points and some other points. I couldn't find the actual cover point, but I mean, if you go to the yes, no, not this. Or maybe it is. Yeah, cover post I've seen in some of them, and there's the loiter post. I don't know. It's worth playing around with at least. So yeah, that's how that works. The thing I was trying to show off over here is a thing I've been using in some of my other missions. If we go to, not to that, but to the waypoint. Prone. If you go in here, so this is a defense waypoint. I'm not using these at all. Like there's no, you can't find a point inside this search radius, so these are not being used for anything. But he has the setting, stand setting, so he will always be prone. I know we just saw he didn't, but I want to say 9 out of 10, he should be prone, and he should be staying in that position. He should not be running around. We saw these guys were running around, they were going crouched, they're going prone, where if you want a guy to just stand right here and you want him to always be standing, like just giving him a small radius and a guy right there, that should make that happen. So yeah, that's another way of getting them to actually go where you want them to be inside buildings.